And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to pass. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the carry, here's Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They'll run to Barry Sanders. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout,
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this...
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And that's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 4.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Now Keenum. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Keenum to throw again. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Let's go.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Now Keenum, and his throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Keenum to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a second spin. Through an opening, and there he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Booker on 1st down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Running again and again it's Booker. Booker coughs it up. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Keenum. Lawrence Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. This is Sanders fighting him off. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's to the 10. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play. We'll
see how they handle it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL.
Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
First and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Shakes off his butt. In the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Randy Moss, 42 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Back to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former Giant, how about this? Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Brown. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. And you know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said this here, all I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for...
And the Colts offense ready here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Luck. Throw right side is going to be caught by Clark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Luck. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Back to throw. Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down. Now it's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Luck now to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. To midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to run.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Wentz. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Shorty.
Another run with Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And his kick is good. And the Raiders escape with a victory. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Detroit Lions.
the offense getting ready on second down. On play action, Wentz going up top. That's caught at the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Randy Moss, 65 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stafford looks to throw again. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Blunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He's back to throw, and he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Wins to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
To throw is Wentz. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage to make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. One last throw here for Stafford. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going...